El 2022, un aplauso para ustedes y para sus familias. Give a shout out to your family. We hope you enjoyed the music from Mariachi Jalisco. Woo-hoo! We deeply appreciate the contributions and for being here today. As you know, there's tons of graduations, so they were really committed to being here today, so we thank them very much. And on behalf of our students, our faculty, our staff, we welcome you to this 2022 Spring Commencement Ceremony. Felicidades, están aquí, llegaron, si lo hicieron, si se pudo, yes, 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 woo! A couple of housekeeping things. Number one, the ceremony is being recorded so that each one of the graduates can share with their families and people who can't be here. Also, it's being transmitted live on Facebook, so if you got your tía, your primo, your boyfriend, whoever's not here, please share and share, okay? And also use social media, tag us at hashtag DLE Grad 2022. If you're looking for a program, si están buscando el programa está en las sillas. It's a QR code, it's in the chairs, the QR code. Please look at that. The program is amazing, and shout out to May, who worked on that program very hard. Woo, May! I want to get started by acknowledging that we stand in indigenous land and that the border has crossed us. San Diego State University is a proud Hispanic and Latinx serving institution, an Asian American, Native American, Pacific Islander serving institution that is committed to honoring our destination as a transborder institution residing on Kamayay land.
Hauka, Noshkana Unachihi. I'm the tribal liaison of San Diego State University, and I'm now going to read the Kumeyaay Land Acknowledgement. We stand upon a land that carries the footsteps of millennia of Kumeyaay people. They are a people whose traditional lifeways intertwine with a worldview of earth and sky. In a community of living beings, this land is part of a relationship that has nourished, healed, protected, and embraced the Kumeyaay people to the present day. It is part of a worldview founded in the harmony of the cycles of the sky and the balance in the forces of life. For the Kumeyaay, red and black represent the balance of those forces that provide for harmony within our bodies, as well as the world around us. As students, faculty, staff, and alumni of San Diego State University, we acknowledge this legacy from the Kumeyaay. We promote this balance in life as we pursue our goals of knowledge and understanding. We find inspiration in the Kumeyaay spirit to open our minds and hearts. It is a legacy of the red and black, and it's a land of the Kumeyaay. Yechan, my heart is good. Nyawum, Nepachis.
Thank you, Kumeyaay, for that beautiful prayer and reminder that we're all connected to our indigenous, Mesoamerican, and Black roots. I would like to begin by acknowledging our wonderful platform party and our DLE Familia. Some of them are not here today, but I am going to call their name because you are familia, just like we will never forget about you. We're never going to forget about them either. Dr. Cristina Alfaro, Associate Vice President for International Affairs. Dr. Alberto Ochoa, Professor Emeritus. Por favor, Dr. Ochoa, stand up. Woo! Shout out. Dr. Karen Cardiero Kaplan. And now our tenure and tenure track faculty, Dr. Alberto Esquinca. Woohoo! Dr. Sara Hernandez, who could not be here, but sends her love and regards. Dr. Saúl Maldonado. Woo! Dr. Melissa Navarro. Our wonderful coordinators, Dr. Tama Collins Park. What's that, Tamara? Dr. Griselda Palma. Griselda. Dr. Lupe Holguín Buell. Guillermo Castillo. Diana Gomez. Sheila Solórzano. Our amazing credential advisors. Emily Juliet, and Tanya Marquez. And the rest of our lecturers, faculty, and supervisors, and I'm going to call some other names. Dr. Sarah Maharinosh, Rosalba Ponce, Richard, my goodness, I always mess up Richard's name, so de antemano, let's see. ¿Dónde estás? Froberg, ahí está. Richard. Let's see. Myrnie Aste. ¿Dónde estamos? And who else? ¿Quién más? I think we got everybody, right? Woohoo. ¿Quién me hace falta? ¿Ya estamos todos? Yes, okay. And then some folks that couldn't be here, Sally Fax, Mandy Matas, Matt Rhodes, Holly Harding, Sobedia Velasquez. Let's see who else couldn't be here. I think that's it. And I also Hi, Dr. Ramirez, Jorge Ramirez, yes. Chula Vista in the house, right? Dr. Ulloa is not here, but yes, Dr. Carlos Ulloa, very good. Okay, and now we would like to acknowledge, who is it? Guillermo Gomez. Okay, Guillermo Gomez, thank you very much. El tocayo del otro Guillermo, all right. And then we would also like to acknowledge Dr. Patricia Lozada Santon, who is the Associate Dean, who's here representing our wonderful Dean, Dr. Chung. Now, as you know, this year, once again, we have the largest graduating class of bilingual educators in the entire country, right? And we would like to acknowledge our honorary guests who in total represent the entire state of California and then also across the border in Mexico and Tijuana. They have partnered with us, and this is, over 4 years, and for some of them over 30 years that they've been partnering with SDSU, specifically DLE, to really help us in having, once again, the largest graduating class of bilingual educators, which is amazing, okay? Is incredible. So as I call your name, please stand up so we can acknowledge you. Dr. Mary Sekuma, Superintendent from Butte County Office of Education. Dr. Kim Beaton, Assistant Dean of Instruction at Feather River College. Dr. Shibei Jones, Executive Director of Teacher Effectiveness and Preparation at Human Resources at San Diego County Office of Education. Dr. Yolanda Rogers, Superintendent of Human Resources at San Diego County Office of Education. Jorge Cuevas Antillon, District Advisor for Curriculum and Instruction. Woohoo! Jorge Villalobos, the Rare Project Director and Associate Professor at English ELAC at San Diego Mesa College. Gabriel López, Director de la Universidad Pedagógica Nacional de Tijuana. Muchas gracias. Thank you for being here today. And now it's my pleasure to introduce to you, well, wait a minute. Before I do that, I want to also give a shout out to all the familias. If you're a mom, if you're a dad, if you're a tío, if you are here supporting these graduates, please stand up. Let me give you a round of applause. Párense. No se quieren parar, la familia, vamos. Woo! Let's go, let's go. Felicidades, hoy lo celebramos a todo y cada uno de ustedes, porque sin ustedes estos graduados no podrían haber hecho lo que están haciendo hoy. And now it's my great pleasure introducing your Assistant Dean for Student Affairs for the College of Education, who is going to welcome us on behalf of our Dean, Dean Y. Barry Chung. Please help me welcome Dr. Patricia Lozada Santon.
Bienvenidos a la Universidad Estatal de San Diego, or good old SDSU. Just to let you know, many of us are actually alumni of San Diego State. I myself am one. My mother, may she rest in peace, was one. My son and my daughter-in-law are both teachers, educators at the master's level in the Temecula area. So it's in my blood. Need I say anymore? Es un tremendo placer y con gran orgullo estar aquí con ustedes este día. Disculpen que no hablo el español a la perfección, pero tengo en mi corazón, mi mamá, emigrada de Michoacán, es la que me educó a hablar en la lengua tan bella de español. So, me da mucho gusto que hay tantos profesionales como ustedes que van a darles un gran orgullo a los jóvenes que son bilingües y que sepan que saber 2 lenguas o 3 lenguas es una cosa magnificente y es realmente que son unos genios por usar sus cerebros en esas maneras. So, ese es un gran placer. We are very, very fortunate to have the program that we have here at San Diego State. It was started many, many, many years ago in a very, very small way by someone like this, Dr. Alberto Ochoa. He is a forefather of this whole program. But under the leadership of this distinguished, wonderful woman, Dr. Margarita Machado-Casas, we have just blown up. Applause to her. And of course, you can't do it alone. It takes all of these individuals, all of the families to support the students to make them be able to succeed and get to the point that they're at now. And I hope that many of you will continue as this wonderful example of an educator that goes to get her doctorate to make a difference in the next group of educators. So I hope you talk to her about it. So without any further ado, because the most important thing what we're here for is to celebrate our wonderful students, but I do want to thank our partners, because without you, absolutely without you, actually being there to bring us a pipeline for us to work together with the rich, wonderful students that you have, we wouldn't be succeeding. So I just hope that we continue, we all do, Dean Chung, all the associate deans, myself, to bring us and work together with us in any way we can to continue the growth and development of wonderful professionals, educators like this. So thank you very much. And without any further ado, I turn it back over to you. Muchísimas gracias.
Y quiero agradecerle, Dean Lozada Santone. I want to thank her for always being there for us, really, you know. Like she said, this department has been a department that was almost abolished. There was only one tenure track faculty left, and the entire community came together to keep this department open. And you're here because you're standing in the shoulders of each one of us, of those colegas. And this would not be, we would not be here if it wasn't for people like Dr. Ochoa, Alfaro, Cristina Alfaro, Karen Carrera Clapa, and all of these faculty members who were here, and all of these partners and across the state and here in San Diego that made it possible. And because of that, you know, and that's what we're charging you with, the understanding that you are now bilingual, ready to mingle, you're a maestra, you're a maestro. It's not a coincidence that you are here, and we're here after the pandemic, and you're here. In your standing, right? So I want to acknowledge that all of us have gone through a tremendous 2 years, pero estamos aquí, estamos parados y no nos rajamos, right? And I think that that's the most important thing. I want to also thank, before, you know, putting a graduation together, you guys, is a lot of work, okay? And we would not do this without all of the volunteers and the people who are also our own familia, who are here. So I want to acknowledge the, you know, our colegas who are here. Guillermo Castillo III, allá está atrás. Guillermo, hi, thank you. It's Guillermo Castillo, the second, you know, son. Sebastián Castillo, el fotógrafo, ¿dónde está Sebastián? There you go, Sebastián. Isandre Alanis, ¿dónde está Isandre? Gracias. Ana Barón Viana. Thank you, Ana. Carla Lopez. All right. Cynthia Castillo, Guillermo's wife, too. And if you hear the voice of God, that is my husband. That is Lauro Casas over there. And I have to also acknowledge 3 amazing people, okay? Number 1, Lizzie Longoria, who is a student worker, it's a student that's working in our office. Kim Dawn, who is also graduating. Woohoo, Kim! Not in our department, right? But hopefully she'll stay with us. And then this year, we acquired a wonderful member, a new member of our familia, our coordinator, who has been incredible. In this, there's a million things happening in this department because of everything we do across the state. And I want to acknowledge May Ovalles, porque May, un abrazo, May. ¿Ah? No llores, no llores. It's okay to cry.
Arriba Colombia.
Yeah, arriba Venezuela. Guillermo dijo Colombia, y Colombia también. So today, we're calling you to become an active player in shaping the state of California and for the rights of our children to speak Spanish, to speak, Garifuna, to speak Mayan, to speak, Zapoteco, to speak whatever language they speak at home. Today, we're calling you to really make sure, and you are charged with that responsibility to pay it forward and make a difference. You're gonna be impacting thousands and thousands of students. And we hope and we know that what you're gonna take from DLE is gonna make a difference in each one of us, in one of those students. So there's no coincidence. Today you become a bilingual teacher, a maestra, and you enter a sacred space. A maestra, maestro, o maestre. And you enter a sacred space. Listen to that. All of us can think of one teacher that changed our lives, or maybe not. And I know that each one of you will be el maestro que cuando estén viejitos se van a acordar, right? De este maestro. Just like all of these professors, I'm sure, were for you. So, you enter a very sacred space of power and strength as you help to shape the lives of others. And that is what we want you to do. And we want you to continue to fight for social justice and continue to be the advocates that you are. Porque you're bilingual and ready to mingle from Sunday to Domingo, baby. So own that. All right. And you didn't come here to hear me talk. So now it's my pleasure to introduce you to Dr. Lupe Holguin Buell, our single subject coordinator, who's going to introduce you to Dr. Alberto Ochoa. And is also going to introduce what he has done, right, for our community. And then we have a wonderful award that we created in his name, because if it wasn't for him, also, we would not be here. He's our pioneer. So Dr. Ochoa, she's gonna introduce the Dr. Ochoa, Alberto Ochoa Community Advocacy Award. Come on, Doctor.
Great, thank you. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, yes. I am so excited. And I'm very honored to introduce Dr. Alberto Ochoa. Dr. Alberto Ochoa was a life changer for me. I would not be here if it were not for Dr. Alberto Ochoa. I get emotional. So he is my mentor and a dearest friend. He began his academic work at San Diego State in 1975, and he currently has the rank of Professor Emeritus. So his academic work is action research-based, yes, combining theory and practice in the resolution of equity problems confronting social and educational institutions. And in the last 10 years, he does not rest. Dr. Alberto Ochoa has been involved in developing processes for community capacity building. So to me, Dr. Alberto Ochoa exemplifies the words and the work of Paulo Freire. And I found a quote, Dr. Ochoa, that I would like to say about Dr. Alberto Ochoa, because this is what Alberto is all about. If the structure does not permit dialogue, the structure must be changed. That's the words of Paulo Freire. That's the words that I give to all of you graduates. You need to change it for the best of our students and the future of our country. So with that, I would like to present Dr. Ochoa, who will now present the winner of the Dr. Alberto Ochoa Community Advocacy Award. Aplauso, fuerte aplauso para el maestro.
Muy buenas tardes. Good afternoon. Colegas, maestros, padres, líderes de nuestra comunidad. It is a great honor to present this award. For me, it resembles and means what my parents the last name Ochoa, provided me to create opportunities for me to continue working in our communities. And the significant pleasure that I had working with the department back in, beginning in 1975. So this award represents some of the fundamental principles of the department, specifically the Community Advocacy Award. And I have the great pleasure of identifying one of our graduates in their secondary program who possesses the BCLAC credential, as well as the dual biliteracy credential and bilingual education and special ed mild moderate. But as I'm sitting here listening to our colegas, estoy viendo esos murales creados por artistas locales, principalmente Guillermo Aranda. En nuestros programas tenemos 3 expectativas, además de lo que requiere el Estado de California. Our program complies with all the requirements of the state of California. However, we felt that while all of the standards were necessary, they were insufficient. So we added the expectation of social justice. And looking at the mural, probably the second mural sort of depicts the right to people and our children, the right to an education, principalmente nuestra voz. So we added that standard, the 14th standard, probably 25 years ago, to make sure that our graduates begin to have that seed of the responsibility for social justice. And then we added the 15th expectation, which was by cognition, which perhaps is the first mural representando el renacimiento de la voz, de los idiomas y la habilidad de ver al mundo por medio de 2 modalidades. Y cada idioma tiene cultura y tiene más de 1000 años de herencia. Y por tercero, agregamos la necesidad de nuestros maestros para que tengan la responsabilidad de ser los portavoces de la cultura de nuestra herencia. So we added an additional teacher expectation that addresses the teacher as a mediator of culture and a link to the community, the responsibility that we need to give back to the community. And I think this award was created to recognize, hopefully many of you in the next 10 years, and our colegas who I can probably speak about each of them in terms of how they're contributing back to our community as educators and as people who possesses the bicognition and the spirit of social justice. So they asked me to identify one of our graduates, and Rene Sembrano came to mind. Again, a graduate of our program. Why Rene? Rene, over the past 20 years, has been engaged with the Association of Raza Educators. And what is the mission of the OVARE? The mission is to raise their voice and work with and through the system to bring about social justice in the practices that we provide our students. Rene has also been an active member of the Latino Advisory Committee to the Superintendent of San Diego Unified. Presently, a strong advocate of ethnic studies for our high school students, and not just any ethnic studies, but an ethnic studies course that is required of all students that meets the advanced placement requirements. And he's also been, as Margarita mentioned, when we needed community to support the existence of the department, he's been a strong advocate of bilingual education, and most recently has been working with other teachers in the teachers union to assure that we create community schools that respond to the needs of our community. René, si eres tan amable de venir para presentarte este reconocimiento.
Muchas gracias, profe. Es un honor estar aquí en su presencia, los padres. Los padres de aquí hoy me recuerdan a mis padres, que vienen de la misma lucha donde venimos, de la pobreza, inigualdad, la lucha de dar a los hijos, hijas, un mejor futuro. Ahora, I had to make that connection, tenía que hacer la conexión porque los papás para mí es la fundación de nuestra sociedad, nuestras familias, las raíces. I just want to acknowledge Margarita. Well said. You know, we didn't cross the borders. The border crossed us. That's something fundamental that our students need to hear all the time, that we as human beings, we're not human beings illegal in this world, that our students deserve that dignity and respect when we're teaching them in our school system, right? I think mi profe Alberto Ochoa said most of it, right? The work that's out there, right? And as I look at the graduates from the DLE program, I'm reminded where I'm come from, you know? All of you will be planting those seeds in the community for our students to flourish and become educators in the future. I know as I see you here today, I'm just reminded where I come from. You know, it took me full circle. I'm like, wow, it's been over 20 years where I was. And, you know, I want to say something that Paulo Freire says, right? He talked about learning how to read the world, learn how to read the word, and learning how to read the world. You know, those teaching credentials that we get help us teach our students to read and write and become successful. But deeper than that is going beyond the classroom, is learning how to read the world. And that's where I think that DLE program gave me, through their social justice lens, back with Dr. Evangelina Jones, Dr. Ochoa, Tamara Collins, right? Those profs in the early 90s that planted those seeds in our hearts and souls for us to go in the community and take on the struggles that our profs in the 60s, Dr. Ortiz is back there, right? Our forefathers, our elders in the community who are here today, you know, honoring our graduates, those are the forefathers that today I get to honor and tell you thank you for your guidance and leadership and providing that blueprint for us to succeed, you know. So Profe said most of it, but you know, I want to tell you that as educators, we got the power. We got the power to influence not just students in the classroom. We got the power to influence policy. Right now than ever before, you know, you all know that COVID has exacerbated poverty, has really unveiled the realities of the poor working class, housing crisis, health crisis, unemployment. Many of our students are homeless as I speak. You know, I have students who are homeless, and I got to tell you that the only way we can bring some power back into a community is through organization. And I give praise to ARE, the organization that provided me that space. See, I'm here to tell you, I don't get that credit. It's ARE, Association of Raza Educators, who gave me that space and helped me nourish my skills so that I can go out there and influence policy, not by myself, but as a collective force and as a community. And as a result, we get a chance to continue the struggle for a better future for our estudiantes and a better hope for our education system. And, you know, I can go on preaching, right? But I want to stop here and say, you know, I'm honored to be here today, and I'm really, really grateful, Profe, that you're part of my life and my journey because, you know, we get to do the work, and, you know, each one, reach one, each one, teach one. That's my Profe right there. And that's many of you who have done that for our community. So thank you very much, and I want to congratulate again the DLE program. Hey, you have a great journey, and if you haven't found a reason to struggle, join an organization that could help you struggle beyond the classrooms to the community. Muchas gracias.
Woo! Me encanta. All right, and now what we came here for, the presentation of certificates, okay? Woohoo! In a moment, we will award the certificates, and is what you're gathered here for, right? To see your daughter, your son, your spouse, your partner, your friend walking across the stage. In DLE tradition, we're gonna call out each candidate's name individually, and give them, and we ask them to give a shout out as they're crossing the stage, no problem at all. What we're gonna ask you as family members, lo que vamos a pedirle a ustedes como familias, de cuando estén pasando las personas, su estudiante que se está graduando, que por favor se paren, okay? So as your graduates coming through, please stand up. All the graduates have received the DLE sash, which appropriately reflects the importance of this major milestone, but also has the different counties and offices of education that we're currently working with and where they come from. They're all gonna also get a white flower, okay? And the white flower, this tradition was started many years ago when I became a professor. White is purity, white is love, white is thankfulness, and specifically in a flower, right? And so each one of you is going to get a white flower, and as you're walking the stage, we ask you to please think about who you want to give that flower to, give that shout out, but it's really a thank you to whoever made you and helped you cross that stage, okay? Families, again, please stand up when your candidate's crossing the stage so that they can give you a shout out. So on behalf of the graduates, the college, and DLE, I ask you to join me in giving each one of these graduates their moment in the sun. Let's raise the roof and let's celebrate. Vamos a celebrarlos, ¿verdad? And let's get started. All right. Let's call each candidate one by one.
Daphne Arroyo, also a certificate in ELD. Carolina Gabriel Mendez. Veronica Garcia, also with a certificate in ELD. Jacqueline Garcia Pelayo, also with a certificate in dual language. Marlene Marin Alcantar, also with a certificate in dual language. Rosario Molina, also with a certificate in dual language. Teresa Santos. Maren Silva. Moraima Soki, also with a certificate in ELD. Sarah Wadley, also with a certificate in dual language. Juana Valadez.
All right, so now I want to call Tamara because I want her to give a shout out to her MA candidates, please.
I just wanted to say that you have worked very, very hard. You are all brilliant and continue to shine.
Woo-hoo. I'd also like to welcome, Tamara, I would like us to, one of the things that we do at DLE is that we have the MA DLE Student Award. And this year, I'll let you talk about her, right? Go ahead, Tamara.
This year, we're recognizing Jacqueline Garcia Pelayo, both faculty and students collaborated in choosing her. She's had a family emergency, nothing terrible, but she wasn't able to come in today. Oh, wait. No, you're there. You made it. Woo! And I would like to recognize you as the outstanding MA student. You are amazing.
Now, Jacqueline Garcia Pelayo will present the Influential Faculty Award.
Buenas tardes. Good afternoon, everyone. I am honored to be here to present this award to a unique faculty member. I want to cry. Who I believe like 99.99% sure that she has like some superhuman gene. This individual is just an inspiration and a true reflection of what the DLE Familia stands for. She's a great mentor, and I think that my colegas would agree that this faculty member was always so supportive, so empathetic and encouraging to us all, and just deserves all the recognition in the world. And so I would like to present the Influential Faculty Award to Dr. Tamara Collins Park.
All right. I have to say, by the way, that they did an excellent job of hiding this, and I didn't know until they announced it at the DLE graduation, and I was like, there's some mistake, because there's so many awesome people in this department. And just working with Jacqueline has been such a pleasure. She had, a road to get here. She had a baby along the way. We talked, she made space to come back. She's done the work. It's really been amazing. And her work that she's doing right now is actually working with teachers and looking at future teachers to see what are the barriers that are there in place and what do we do about those barriers to make sure that everybody gets where we want to be. Thank you.
Certificate presentation of bilingual single-subject teaching credential graduates presented.
Real quick. Tamara, did you notice that we asked her to say a couple of words, and it wasn't about her. It was about the student. And that's Tamara. And that's how selfless she is and how giving she is. And I don't know how she does it. I don't know if she sleeps. But, man, if you send her an email, she will reply right back. ¿Sí o no? I mean, at midnight, whatever time, you know what I mean? I don't know, but she's amazing. So a round of applause for Tamara again. Thank you so much.
Certificate presentation of bilingual single-subject teaching credential graduates, presented by Dr. Alberto Esquinca, Dr. Margarita Machado-Casas, and single-subject coordinator, Dr. Lupe Holguin-Buell.
Hooray! Hooray! Congratulations, Si Se Puede crew. Felicidades! Yes, yes. It was an honor to be your teacher. Individually, each one of you brought something to contribute to class. And I know that you're going to make a difference out in the world of classrooms, whether it's middle school or high school. And I know it's going to be an inclusive classroom. So I want you to make sure that you keep in mind those 4 agreements that we talked about with Don Miguel Ruiz. Remember those? Yeah. Keep those in mind, be positive, and remember the words of Cesar Chavez that we now is our name of our single subject team, and that is Si Se Puede! Yay! So, if some of you come on up, you are now DLE Familia and DLE Graduate, and now to the presentations. Yes!
Families, please stand up so we can acknowledge you when your candidate comes up. Samara Agreda. Miguel Asensio. Jamie Elizabeth Benitez. Jorge Cabrera. Rosa Casillas. Madeline Conway. Genesis León. Diana Maldonado Delgado. Evelyn Burgos Martínez. Liliana Mendoza. Paola Pérez Soto. Shannon P. Taylor. Reina Velázquez. Andrés Juárez. Eric Vargas.
Go, Reina.
Certificate presentation of face-to-face bilingual multiple subject teaching credential graduates presented by Dr. Melissa Navarro and Dr. Margarita Machado-Casas and coordinator Chila Solorzano.
También les quiero dar la bienvenida a todos. Welcome to all of you. These are our future elementary school teachers, nuestros futuros maestros bilingües de la primaria. They have worked so hard. They have all put their hearts, everything into it this year, and they're going to all be fabulous teachers. I'm just looking forward to hearing all the great news. Van a ser todos maestros fantásticos porque han hecho un trabajo fabuloso. Arriba estos maestros.
Families, please stand up so we can acknowledge you when your candidate comes up. Peyton May Alberts. Brenda Cázares. Paola Ceseña Tavares. Adriana Dávila Quintanilla. Amelia Fenk. Cynthia Figueroa. Giselle Flores. Raquel Guerrero. Rocío Guzmán. Julie Allison Hernandez. Laura Hopkins. Jonathan Lopez. Victoria Lopez. Lindsay Gabriela Mancilla. Stephanie Morales. Paola Alejandra Pérez Fame. Elizabeth Lidia Rodríguez. María L. Rodríguez. Nicolás Sabadini. Yareli Sicairos Castellón. Aníbal Ursúa Fonseca. Erika Vallejo. Mitzi Victorio. Kimberly M. Zúñiga Rangel.
Where's the baby? Okay. Ya salió.
We also had a baby, Mitzi, just last week. Had her baby. Felicidades, Mitzi. También tuvimos un baby. La semana pasada apenas.
Certificate presentation of bilingual multiple subject online teaching credential graduates, and the certificate presentation of dual language partners multiple subject online teaching credential graduates presented by Dr. Sarah Maheranash, Dr. Margarita Machado-Casas, and coordinators Guillermo Castillo and Diana Gomez.
Congratulations, felicidades.
My online people, we met them online. This is the first time we've seen them in person. So excited to see their height. We're approaching over 200 teachers that we've had in the 4 cohorts, and 6 of our masters also come from the Classified Employee Grant. Thank you to all of our partners, Feather River College, all the way from Quincy in the house. And with that, let's start with our graduates. Felicidades.
Families, please stand up so we can acknowledge you when your candidate comes up. Teresa Aguilar. Liliana Julisa Carrillo. Lori Chan. Bricia Contreras. Elena Cornejo Rodríguez. Jennifer Covarrubias. Edgar Alexander Dominguez. Abigail Duran. Janeth Fernandez. Corina Galvez Anthony. Diana Gonzalez. Elena Hernández. Belia Huerta. Nicholas Irving. Karen Lozano. Itzel Lozoya. Felicidades. Jessica Mency. Jennifer Padron. Daisy Patino Garcia. Felicidades. Jonathan Plasencia. Yesenia Rangel. Elizabeth Rodgens. Carla Torres. Cindy Uleima Acevedo Perrone. Guadalupe Vega. Angelia Williams. Sandra Diaz Raudelas.
Can I ask my family to please stand up? Just want you guys to know that this is going next to my awards. It's in Loving Family, right? I want to say thank you to all of you guys. I really appreciate each and everything you do for me every day. Having a family, and all of you guys know, it's not the easiest challenge. So this award is going to go next to my awards in my classroom. I will never forget the support and the love, as I'm sure you all have had throughout the program. I will never forget it, and it's going to be well posted in that classroom so that students know that it takes a village sometimes. And I am really proud of the journey that we all have been on, not just me. We've all had that road, and we're finally here. So thank you to everybody, my family especially, and all of you guys. Thank you for all of that you've done for us.
We want to acknowledge those students who could not make it today. Let's give our amazing students a round of applause.
Well, sí se pudo, ¿verdad? ¡Woo! Thank you, everyone. Thank you to your families. Thank you to you for trusting us. Now you're part of the DLE Familia, and you're always going to be part of the DLE Familia. This is only the beginning. We want to see you here to come get your master's, your PhD, your postdoc, everything, okay? But if you decide not to come back, please make sure you continue to do what you're doing and you continue to be those agents of change that we really need in our community. I want to thank our invited guests. Thank you to all of you. Muchas gracias a todos ustedes por todo lo que hacen, for supporting our students, for working with us to make sure that we have the funds necessary to support our students. Thank you. We have representation from across the state of California here, and that is amazing. En Tijuana, right? Woo, que viva Tijuana! All right, and then I can't leave without saying thank you to our, everyone that's helped us today, our amazing faculty. I want them to stand up and you raise the roof for them because they're amazing. Come on, faculty, stand up. Woo! Quédense parados y un aplauso a su familia, su familia. ¡Woo! A round of applause to all of you. Woo! All right, so thank you everyone. Please, le vamos a pedir a los papás, a las familias, que si se pueden quedar sentaditos mientras salimos. We're going to ask you, the families, to please stay seated while we get out. We are going to go take a group picture Okay, so we're gonna go with our invited guests, and everybody in the faculty can take a group picture. Family members, there is snacks and water and food in the what is it called? The courtyard. Thank you very much. For all of you, please wait for your candidates there so you can take pictures with them. Okay? Muchísimas gracias. Felicidades a la clase de 2022. You did it! Woo! This way. Oh, that way too. Yeah. Okay. Go. All right. Graduates, you're going to follow us. You guys, I need to thank our ASL interpreters. Muchas gracias. Stand up, please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Y'all are the bomb diggity.
Families, this concludes our DLE 2022 ceremony.